Yo, Epi here. Today, Escoffier has dropped in Genshin Impact. Our little ice chef. We're standing here in Fontaine, her home city, for the ambiance of pulling. I have a decent amount of primogems right now, but we don't have enough to guarantee both her and her weapon, which is what I want to do. That new weapon looks crazy for pretty much any support pole arm character ever. It'll be great on Chev for my Veresa team, which I love running. And it'll be great on pretty much anyone in the future that you want to support as a polearm user. I don't have a huge amount of weapons on this account. A very few 5-star weapons. Let me actually check what we've got going on here. So there's all of our 5-star weapons that we pulled on the account so far. So it'll be a very nice 9th weapon to have, 9th 5-star, if we get it. We'll go ahead and look at our history really quickly for Escoffier. See how close we are to pulling her. I did go very hard on Veresa's banner just because the 4 stars were so amazing that, you know, I just wanted to pull as many Chevreuses and Eon Suns as possible and get Gomming to C6. So we did go a little over our last 5-star pull. Oh, there we go, Kuching. So we also have our 50-50 guaranteed. Let's see, what is that? Page 4. So that's 3, 5, 15, 16 pulls ago. Kuching was pulled, and we have our guarantee coming up. So it might be a bit till we hit her, but when we do hit, it will be guaranteed to be Escoffier, which is awesome because if not, there's no way I'd be able to also try and go for a weapon. For the weapon, obviously don't have any pity saved up on that. And if we hit the axe, that'll be unfortunate, but it'd still be a nice thing to have on the account, right? Why not? I don't have a Navia, but just having another 5-star weapon that's not, you know, one of the base free ones would be nice. And hopefully we just hit it, and all will be well. And if not, we'll keep rolling down until we eventually run out of primos or hit the weapon, I think. We'll sort of play it by ear a bit as well as we're going and just see how it feels. But I'm pretty sure we'll be rolling all the way down. I really want to pull the next character that's going to be coming out as well, because, you know, I'm going to have Escoffier. I have no ice carries on this account, so I don't really have anyone great to use her with, but she just seems like she'll pair super well with Farina, who's one of my favorite characters in the game. And I really want to be able to run that, you know, ice, water, freeze team that seems to be very dependent on Escoffier. It should be, you know, being improved quite a bit in the near future, depending on how Skirk ends up turning out. Let's just go ahead and get to it and start pulling and see what we can hit. Escoffier, nope. After each pull, I'm going to go ahead and skip through as well if it's a purple, so we don't waste too much time. This is nice getting the Laylas. I do not have her constellations really at all. I might ever see one, I'm not sure. I should also talk a bit about the 4 stars on this banner, because this is a pretty great banner for my account personally. I have no constellations really on any of these characters. Obviously, Aoife, that's his name, right? If I remember correctly. Aoife, yeah. He's a new character, so I obviously don't have him and don't have any cons. But my Ororon, I think I'm at C3 or C2, something like that. And then Layla is, I believe, C0 or C1. So it'll be great to pull some more of those, just get some constellations up, and it'll be great to get Aoife as well while we're pulling for Escoffier here. So let's keep going. Fingers crossed every time, I believe. This Favonius Lance. Always good to have more of those. You don't really need them at all. I have more Favonius Lances than I think like any other 4-star weapon on this account, but it's something. Hey, there he is. New character, Aoife. So I've heard mixed things about him. Originally, people were super excited about him, and then he got sort of nerfed a little, from what I understand, and now he's kind of like that new standard 5-star character. What's her name? Mizuki. But he'll be really nice to have on my account just because he can fly. So that'll be really cool just for overworld travel and whatnot. I love his little bird too. Very cute. Let's keep going. An Ororon right there. We'll check all of our constellations as well once you're done doing the pulls here. I don't know how to pronounce her name either. I hope I'm saying it correctly. I might not be. It might be Escoffier. Escoffier? Escoffier? Escoffier. I have no idea what I'm doing. Who knows how it's pronounced? I do not speak French. More Layla. Only 1 4-star each time so far. Pretty standard, but I'd like to see more. There she is! Oh, Escoffier. Escoffier. I'll need to look up how to say her name at some point. Wow. Ice Swan. Head chef of Hotel de Board. Du Board? And there she is. Let's go ahead and start pulling for the weapon now. We don't have a huge amount of pulls left, but maybe we'll get lucky. Never know. Let's go ahead and check our history here as well on the weapon banner just so we know what's happened here. Last we pulled for was Mavwika's weapon. And I never roll any farther on the weapon banner than just hitting the 5-star that I'm looking for. I just don't see really any reason to, right? It's not like pulling 4-star character constellations where it's really useful. So let's just see what we can hit here. I'm not expecting much, but you never know. Could get lucky. Widsith, looks like. I think. Yep. That's always nice to have more copies of. I already have one at Refinement, right? R5, I believe. But it'd be nice to work on a second one. I use it on a couple characters, I believe. And it'd be nice to not have to pass it around. Let's go again. Oh, fingers crossed. Unlikely, but it could happen. Huh. Again. Widsith just loves me. Loves this account. And final pull. Yeah. We got a double there. We got a razor. And we got whatever this is. Portable power saw. Don't think I can use that on really anyone, but interesting to have for the future, potentially. Probably not, but you never know. And that's that. So I could go ahead and grab some of these from the shop. Do one more 10 pull. Well, let's go ahead and do it. Why not? It'll be fun. How many do we need here? 3, I think, in order to do 10 pull. Let's see. Yep, that should do it. So last pull here for the weapon. Unlikely that we hit, but you never know. I believe. Believe in luck. Kind of a lucky pull there with the 3 different weapons, but no good for the pole arm. I'll probably come back to this banner later once I've done some farming on this patch and do pulls just until I hit, hopefully, Escoffier's weapon, but if I hit the axe, I might just stop there. I don't want to pull down too far because I won't be able to roll for the next character who I also really want. We'll see. But for now, let's go ahead and get our beautiful new Escoffier built up. Let's go see her. I'll just go ahead and fast equip, see what it gives us. Yeah, it doesn't give us anything. She's not yet ready, so we'll go ahead and do it manually. Forgot that is a requirement that we need here. Let's go ahead and do the Golden Troop set. Let's hear the voice.
Orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while. It's a great way to find new inspiration.
Huh. There's a very interesting sounding voice.
An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef must be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon. Practice makes perfect.
The, accent is very interesting. Not sure if I like it.
Bon appetit!
Definitely not the kind of voice I would expect looking at her character design.
Goose on the loose!
We'll see how I feel about it after playing her for a bit, but initial impressions are meh on the voice. Don't think it fits her that well, but we'll see as I play with her more. Weapons, for now, let's go ahead and swap to... I think this one is supposed to be good for her. You don't pull her normal weapons, so let's go ahead and equip the Dragon Bane here, and then swap with Toma. For this. Just hold on to that for now. And let's go ahead and get her leveled up. How does she say her voice?
I am Escoffier, Patissier,
Escoffier.
Supreme, and Master of...
Okay. Escoffier. Sorry, Escoffier for the bad pronunciation. My girl. See that swan. Oh, beautiful. Wow. Let's also go ahead and get her added to the party. Overworld Natlan. Why is this Overworld Natlan? Usually the names for my parties make no sense at all because I name them something and then never look at the name again and then just randomly change them up sometime in the future when I no longer want that party. Something I should probably do eventually is go into all of them and give them names that make sense. For now, let's go ahead and do a Freeze Nouvelette.
The pleasure is all mine.
I knew you'd miss me.
Leveled up Layla, she might actually be a reasonable fit into this slot here. Just do not have the greatest cryo characters. I guess, is it Lolly? That makes sense.
Leave me alone. Never mind.
I love Sitlolly.
Let's go.
Escoffier.
Utensils at the ready.
Utensils at the ready. I do like that line quite a bit. The delivery on that. Maybe your voice will grow on me. They usually do. There she is. Her hair looks a little weird while she's running. It's like gravity is pointing upwards. I guess it looks like that when she's standing still too. There's some very intense hair gel going on there in the back. You got the classic antenna, little curl to it. And the chef's hat. I like the cryo color scheme on the forks there on her chef's hat. Little blue ribbon. Some nice hair accessories going on. He has a small braid on one side, very nice, with a heart clasp. I love those eyes too, that red ring inside there. Oh, she got little hearts in her eyes too. I noticed that. Purple top, like a cyan bottom, very cool eyes. Beautiful.
Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But unlocking that potential takes a keen sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open mind.
She has a very interesting voice, very different. I like her color scheme too for her outfit down there with just the tiny bits of cryo color peeking through, like the little cryo accents, but mostly the red and white and browns. Obviously apron inspired there. Is the chef Escoffier.
An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors
Little
in
bows
the
on the
dish.
back of
To
her.
that end, a chef must be
I gotta
able
say,
to
I
wield a
hate
knife
how
with the same level of
every
precision
single
as a
female
surgeon.
character has high
Practice
heels in
makes
this game.
perfect.
It is, I don't know. Just add some unique footwear for the female characters. They don't all need to be wearing heels. Kind of mix it up every now and then. Let's go ahead and try her skill. I believe there's a hold version, and the tap version, which is the combat version. This is like Farina's little buddies.
Strike a pose.
I think this will be a cool just concept for a team, just like summon the little buddies. We could have Kachina summon her drill. It's kind of like a little pet. It'll be fun to try some teams like that. We could have Oz out on the field. Once again, doesn't follow you, but he's definitely, you know, like a Pokemon style kind of pet. Bring out the Oz, bring out the little buddies, bring out the floating chef's dish. So Lolly has her little guy. Not really a pet, but
Fulfill our pact.
that stays on the field, but there he is. Summon the little buddies. It's like he hovers right over Escoffier's chef's thing too.
Show no mercy.
One on top of the other. That's pretty cool. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.